Great question, Peter, and it's one that's on my mind regularly, because when I'm not doing stuff like this, most of my time at Fathom is spent selling, and so selling is specifically about that very challenge, encouraging people that this is worth the return on investment. I think there's two places I always go. One is hard statistics and one is softer human stories. So on the hard statistics, I go after the data. And that typically is helping organizations understand the price of bad experience and the opportunity of good experience. One of the great things about selling user experience in a digital world is that every time you look at a digital winner, they have embedded UX into the heart of their organization. So if you look at everything from sport to news to travel to dating to social networks, every one that wins has this baked in. So as we go is we get after the data to begin to help people understand this in language that they understand. And it's not always the case, but where we have clients who have invested historically in data, we can often join the dots from the ones and zeros to commercial numbers, which all of a sudden makes the language of UX understandable to the board. So first thing I would say is invest in the data. But the second thing is get your hands on human stories. So we would often, not always, but often during the sales process, we would at our own risk and cost carry out some usability testing on websites and apps. So when we're in the boardroom trying to persuade the board to invest with UX, we show them some clips of their customers trying to use their product. And so for many of these people, this is the first time they have any sense of how they're treating their customers through their digital channels. They've never seen this stuff before. They just kind of think it's going okay. And it can be a real wake-up call. I remember one situation. There was a particular board, and they had a website that was a public service delivery website, and they were very proud of some of the data and numbers that come up. But we videoed a blind lady using the site using her screen reader, and it took her about 2.5 minutes to find the information that she wanted on a particular screen, because the screen hadn't been developed to be accessible. And we took the decision before we went in that we wouldn't edit that clip. We would sit through the 2.5 minutes of pain, and we put on the clip and we just watched, and we could just feel the temperature in the room go up and up and up and up. But we just felt it was our job to let folks see what it was like to be a user or a customer of that organization, you know. And we don't do that with any conceit or self-righteousness. It's as people get more senior in their roles and take on more responsibility, they just tend to move further and further away from the customer. And so we find that video and usability videos in particular are just a fabulous way of bringing the customer into the room. So data and video are the two places we go.